sent that.
I apologize for any disruptions.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division. Scanning. Subject identified.
How's your energy level?
From what I hear, that rogue
No
sent
more
at
than I would
Libertalia
expect from a man
a
of
real
my
menace.
Interesting.
Maddox backward.
You're sticking to the regimen?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills.
Mm-hmm. And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. It would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Oh, good. Here I was afraid I'd have nothing to do.
Very funny. There's something that needs your immediate attention. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
That sounds unusual. I thought you didn't let anyone in here.
Usually you would be correct. This time, however, an exception was made. There was no indication that this would be a problem, but the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure they're nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and see that they all arrive back here safely. I'll be waiting.
Good. I thought you laughed.
factory default mode.
What?
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
It was bad enough when Wallace reacted so poorly to our arrival, but then Gunners? I was not prepared for that. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
This does seem like lots of effort for just one man.
Look, if things were different, we might not be here. Not now, at least. But with the situation in the Commonwealth being what it is, I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him. To see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
We've already drawn enough attention. Time's wasting, so let's pick up the pace.
I'd love to. There's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me! That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. Thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
Right, because no one up there suspects the Institute exists.
This is not a joke. There has been too much posturing by too many groups. The world needs to know that we are in power, and the Commonwealth is ours. As the incoming director, it is your responsibility to lead, to establish that place for the Institute's future. Please take this seriously. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Father.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here, and we are your new masters. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your pathetic existences. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in your complete annihilation. Rest easy. Know that the future is out of your control, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I'll go if it's necessary.
It absolutely is. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. if we'd like the people to hear what we have to say. It's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Hey.
What do you need?
Hey there.
Here you go.
Your thoughts?
The world will be better off once the surface dwellers die out.
That was it.
Affirmative. Good place to stock up on supplies, if you can stand the smell.
Hey there, mister.
Think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
Travis.
Things with Scarlet didn't really, work out. But that's fine.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this goes here? Alright, in you go.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal.
Oh, hey. How are you?
Worry by the Three Sons. I'll admit it, this pretty well summed me up. At least until recently.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip size.
You hear about the battle
barrels.
between the Brotherhood and the Institute? The one at Bunker Hill? Bunch of people got killed or something.
Don't let down the home
Total
team.
bloodbath.
Buy a swatter.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Hi.
You there. You need a genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatter.
What's a swatter?
Rookie, eh? A swatter, my friend, is a Diamond City tradition. See, it used to be that this whole place was a stadium, and two teams would meet and play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats, and the best bats were called swatters. True fact.
Look, dumbass, that's not how baseball was played.
That right, Mr. Smarty Pants? If you're such an expert, how do you think it was played?
It was America's pastime. A sport that united families on warm summer days. And it wasn't violent. Mostly.
America. There's a word I don't hear very often.
I like my version better. Now, can I interest you in these genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatters?
Not looking to buy right now.
Fine. Get going.
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need. You? I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
One Statue of David impression coming up.
Good. Good. Now, just to answer me one simple question. Are you human? Because I will not serve a synth.
No, I'm Jangles, the moon monkey.
That's just what a synth would do, ducking the question. We don't serve your kind here.
Myrna.
I said we don't serve your kind here, you synth. Trying to tell me you're human now?
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough. But I'll be watching you. I have eyes like a... Well, they're good eyes. Got it? All right. We can do business, but no funny stuff.
Not now.
All right.
Listen, your pal there is kinda, scaring the crap out of me.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
Don't let the stress of life kill you.
Around here, we call your haircut the Scav Special. Little flecks of blood, give it the personal touch. You should think about getting a trim.
All right.
Maybe a new color, huh? Sit down. Let's take a look. Don't mind my ma. She's always a little bit cranky. Let's just focus on you and that lovely head of hair.
Hey.
You there. Talk some sense into my nitwit son. Morgana's secretary, is she a synth?
No, I don't think so.
Ugh. Everyone around me is a moron.
We're idiots? Just because we disagree with you?
She's a synth, Johnny. Anyone with a brain in their head can figure that out.
You were just saying that no one could tell the difference, Ma. You want to lay off? Snip, snip, and bam, you're beautiful.
Not now.
Did I come on too strong?
ChemICare cares about you. All your medicinal needs.
New patient. A new file to open. Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Not today.
All right, excuse me.
Is the Institute spying on your home? Read the public to find out.
Now that's how you get people's attention.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Sean.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
There's no need to gloat. I'm man enough to admit that I lost.
Hey, Doc.
I suppose I'll never be trusted again.
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Yes?
Hi.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Excuse me.
What is it, sir?
Your thoughts?
I'm trained for any combat situation. No matter what we get into, I'll be ready.
How do you feel about us?
As long as you're loyal to the Institute, we'll get along just fine.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
The latest synth generation
May I be the
is
first
just
to welcome you,
amazing.
sir. We're
Those
looking
guys
forward
in
to working
robotics
with you.
are working miracles.
That all you got?
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The Advanced Systems folks will get to work immediately. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
Dr. Lee. Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Hey.
Just point it out, sir. I'm ready.
Son.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going.
You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear that. Then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done. Because these fanatics cannot be allowed to continue to exist. They represent a very clear threat to the Institute. Small as they are in number, their twisted ideology ensures that they will never stop trying to strike at us. They must be eradicated. Are you willing to see to it?
You don't have to worry about them any longer. They're as good as dead.
Thank you. Do what needs to be done, but keep yourself safe.
Got company!
We got
It's only a matter of time.
Sloppy tactics. This one was
Sam! I'm coming home. Not now.
Never know what you might find.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
Nope. Not a problem at all.
I regret that it came to this, even if you don't. There was just no way to compromise with those people. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Sure. There's always one last thing.
You're not wrong, I suppose. There will always be issues that need to be dealt with, but this is something else entirely. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them before they can destroy us.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here.
There are more of them out there in the world, Father. And they too will come for us.
We can defeat them now, we can defeat them again, if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smarter to put an end to it now. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
At last, we have power adequate to our needs.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
Sean says it's time.
Ah, that. Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
Sounds like a ground assault will be necessary then.
Maybe, but not just that. They'll be somewhat prepared for it. So the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you in to a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
Oh, thanks. Grenades. Sure, I can always use grenades.
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Oh, great. The day is won. I can see it now.
We'll see what you think when you're neck deep in Brotherhood soldiers. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
What's Liberty Prime?
Dr. Lee can give you the rundown.
Yes, well, the Brotherhood discovered him. An old pre-war military project that never saw the light of day due to power problems that couldn't be solved. With my assistance, they were able to get his reactor running and use him against their enemies.
Well, great. Helping the Brotherhood has really worked out well for us.
Oh, spare me. It was 10 years ago. You were sleeping peacefully in your little tube while I went through a very special kind of hell. You have no right to judge me. The point here is that in designing the power system for the robot, I had full knowledge of every onboard system. I know exactly what it is capable of and precisely how to exploit those capabilities.
We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
With Liberty Prime on our side, that'll give us a hell of an advantage.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the Commonwealth. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry, we'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
Have we got a plan B?
We don't need a plan B. This will work. Anything else?
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online.
Nothing to report, sir.
Protect and serve.
We're keeping Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken under close observation.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs. Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Heads up.
It's my responsibility. To make sure this place runs smoothly.
I wish Quentin would stop telling those stupid stories.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
with that.
Taking fire! Lost someone! Feels fine. Shoot to kill! Taking damage! Damn! Lost him! Search the area.
Attack on hostile target.
Is someone present?
Combat initiated.
Virus proceeding to target.
Movement detected. Engaging hostile life form.
Honor and glory.
Initiating transfer. Please defend this position.
systems. Initializing. Hostile software detected. Communists burn lightly. Come on, soldier, stay with me. Offline. Recalibrating.
Upload in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Operation complete. Shutting down.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected. Aerial incursion by communist forces cannot succeed. Initiating directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Right away, sir. We're relaying to a safe location. Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.